After completing the main quest, a cursed temple, seeking spirit stones, is automatically unlocked. To start the story, talk to Thomas Glover in Shichijo near the gambling den. Then, he will ask you to help the Yasaka Shrine loyalists prevent the spirit stones falling into the wrong hand. When you arrive at the location I showed you on the map, you will understand that you need to clear the area of enemies and destroy 6 yokai in total. After that, you will receive the next part of the quest. You need to purify the corrupted barrier. It seems simple enough. You've done similar tasks before, but this time, there's a surprise waiting for you. When you try to do it, nothing will work. What a surprise. To continue the quest, you need to fly to Heian, to the place I'm showing you on the map. Here you will meet Himiko, and then receive a new task in this location. I've marked the place you need to get to on the map again. You've already traveled this route before. Make your way there again. When you enter the location, you will see 3 magicians performing some kind of ritual. First, you need to deal with these enemies. It's easy, and you will defeat them quickly, but then they will turn into yokai. One will be the easiest, the second a little more difficult, and the main mage will become the powerful boss, Ryomen Sukuna. You have already defeated this boss before, but this time it will be a little more difficult. The enemy becomes really difficult, with powerful and fast attacks that cause a lot of damage. Let's take a closer look at the course of this battle. I decide to take on the boss right away. The easiest enemy will be defeated in the course of the battle. Himiko will take on the more difficult enemy. She doesn't do much damage, so later, when the opportunity arises, I will help her get rid of this enemy. In my fight with Ryomen Sukuna, as always, I actively use ninja tools and magic. Since this is my first encounter with the boss in this quest, I didn't choose a special build for the fight. I have more skill points invested in melee attacks with dual swords, which I won't be using here. Unfortunately, ideally, I should approach the fight more correctly, assemble a complete Head of the Eager Ninja set of 7 items, and redistribute my skill points. Nevertheless, I have an active Fire Shuriken, Thundering Calamity, and a regular kunai, which is already a good setup for this fight. I also have active magic skills, Demon of Envy, and Wind and Water magic shots. I'll say right away that water magic is not very effective here, so I hardly use it. Everything else works quite well in this fight. After using my ultimate ability, I quickly used up all my ninja tools items and switched exclusively to magic. Gradually, I shoot the boss with a magical wind element charge. It's quite difficult for me to dodge his arrow attacks. I either do it too early or too late, and I can't seem to make a perfect dodge, so the ninja tools are slow to recover. Nevertheless, as long as I have wind magic shots, I stay at a distance. Sometimes I get closer to activate my spirit strike. Of course, if I manage to dodge perfectly and my ninja tools are restored, I use them to the maximum. When the magic shots run out, the boss doesn't have much health left. Here, I decide to switch to the second magic tab and first summon Blood-Edge Demon, which deals a little damage, as well as sets Ryomen Sukuna on fire and helps destroy the enemy Himiko is working with. Next, I use ninja tools again and summon an Enra. In this battle, this assistant deals quite a lot of damage, which is good news. Dodging Ryomen Sukuna's attacks, I summon an Enra one last time. I have a plan to finish off the boss in close combat after his attack, but it turns out that this is not necessary. The boss couldn't withstand this attack, and the fight was over. It was a pretty difficult battle for me, probably because I wasn't properly prepared for it. Collect your reward after winning, and go to complete the task, Purify the Corrupted Barrier. This time, everything works perfectly, and the barrier disappears. After that, you need to talk to Himiko to get the white-green gemstone, which is a gift for Thomas Glover. Now, you need to return to Bakumatsu to this character. I showed you on the map where to find him. After talking to Thomas Glover, the Seeking Spirit Stones quest will be complete, and you will receive your reward. If you found this video useful, please like it and subscribe to the channel. I also recommend watching other videos about the game Nioh 3, where I explain step by step how to complete complicated quests and defeat all the bosses in this game.